HyperX is a pretty huge name in gaming and professional esports, offering tons of high-performance peripherals like headsets, mechanical keyboards, and high-precision gaming mice. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Pulsefire Raid, a 16,000 DPI, 11-button, multi-platform gaming mouse. Let's check it out. Let's start by taking a look at the size and shape. With dimensions of about 128mm long, 71mm wide, and about 41mm high, it's definitely not a small and compact mouse. It's ergonomically designed for right-handed users, and the shape generally slopes downward quite a bit from the left to the right side when viewed from the back. It's comfortable to hold with both palm and claw grip styles, but I found that the side buttons were much easier to press when palm gripping. So given its size, shape, and general button layout, I would definitely say that this is a mouse that's better suited for palm grippers. People that love programmable buttons are probably going to like this mouse because there's a total of 11, which is quite a bit. There's 5 on the side, the 2 main buttons, the scroll wheel can be pressed down and also click left and right, and then there's 1 button situated on the very top. The scroll wheel's nice and wide and super grippy thanks to this nice soft textured surface, and it's illuminated on both sides with customizable RGB along with the logo on the back of the mouse. When it comes to grip, this is one of the grippiest mice that I've used in a while. Both sides have a nice, soft, textured, grippy surface, and it really helps keep the mouse situated in your hand, regardless of what kind of gaming you're doing and how fast you're moving. And I also noticed that it managed to hold up even if my hand got a little bit sweaty over time. The main left and right buttons use Omron switches that provide nice, crisp, tactile feedback when pressed, and the durability rating is 20 million clicks. Flipping the mouse over reveals 2 massive low-friction contact surfaces and the Pixart 3389 16,000 DPI optical sensor. Now this is a wired gaming mouse and it does have a nice thin braided cable that feels well made, but it's not as flexible as the ones that you would find on gaming mice like the Cooler Master MM710 and the Razer Viper Mini. When you bend it and kind of move it around in your hand, you can feel some resistance and also a little bit of stiffness. The total weight excluding the cable is about 95 grams, which is lightweight, but definitely not in that ultra lightweight category. Overall, it has a pretty nice solid feel to it with a noticeable bit of heft. To test the performance, I played some Quake Champions, a hero-based arena shooter that requires some pretty quick and twitchy mouse movements and frequent liftoffs due to my low sensitivity settings. And the Pixart 3389 optical sensor tracked perfectly with my Corsair MM300 cloth gaming surface. And despite using a new mouse that's noticeably heavier than what I'm used to, I felt like I was able to keep up and adapt pretty quickly without any major issues. I was trying to use some of the side buttons to switch weapons in the game, and I found that it was a little bit difficult. Now, I'm not sure if that's because I'm just not used to switching weapons that way. Typically, I would use keybinds on my keyboard, or maybe it was because I was claw gripping, and this mouse is probably best suited to a palm grip style. Given its layout, button placement, size, shape, all of that stuff, I really feel like this is going to be best suited to palm grippers. Claw grip styles do work, but just be aware that you might have a little bit of a hard time reaching all of the buttons during fast-paced gameplay. To take full advantage of the Pulsefire Raid, you're going to need to download and install the HyperX Ingenuity software application. When you first launch the software, it should automatically detect your mouse and any other HyperX devices that you have installed on your system, and it should also let you know if there's any firmware updates available. There's some basic settings available to customize the RGB lighting on the mouse. You can kind of pick from a few different preset effects, but there's not a whole lot here. Now, this is beta software, so I'm hoping they add some more over time, but right now there's just a few different presets to choose from. You can select targeted sections of where you want some RGB lighting to show up. You can change the speed of that, but that's about it right now. Nothing too crazy in terms of RGB lighting. Under the buttons tab is where you can configure all the different buttons on the mouse. You can just click on one and then select whatever function you want it to have. And then finally, under the Sensor tab is where you'll find all the DPI and sensitivity settings. You can select up to 5 different DPI adjustment settings, and you can assign them a different color if that's what you want to do. And under the Brightness tab up here on the top right corner, there's just a quick setting here where you can adjust the brightness of the RGB lighting. You can select a different polling rate all the way up to 1000 Hertz, and then there's also just these quick little presets that come pre-programmed in here if you just want to use those. Overall, the Pulsefire Raid is a highly capable gaming mouse that's packed with features and performance. Like I said, I think it's best suited for palm grip styles, but you can make it work with claw grips as well. I know I did. The only downsides are that somewhat stiff cable and currently limited beta software. The purchasing links are down in the description. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. See ya!